The 1973 one-dime coin, commonly known as the Roosevelt dime, is part of a long-standing tradition in United States coinage that honors significant historical figures. While this coin might appear ordinary to the untrained eye, it carries with it a rich history, distinctive characteristics, and some intriguing facts. The Roosevelt dime was first issued in 1946, 1 year after the death of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, was a natural choice to be honored on this coin. He had a deep connection to the March of Dimes, a foundation established to combat polio, which he had suffered from, making the dime denomination symbolically significant. The 1973 one-dime coin belongs to this long-running series. By 1973, the Roosevelt dime had already been in circulation for nearly 3 decades, and the design had become iconic. Its appearance in that year continues to carry the hallmarks of the original design, with subtle changes introduced by technology and minting practices over time. The obverse of the 1973 Roosevelt dime features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by sculptor John R. Sinek. Roosevelt's face is flanked by the word "Liberty" on the left, with the national motto, "In God We Trust," beneath his chin. The year 1973 is engraved on the lower right side of the coin. The reverse features an olive branch, a torch in the center, and an oak branch on the right. These elements symbolize peace, liberty, and strength, respectively. The phrase "e pluribus unum," out of many one, is inscribed above these elements, while the denomination "one dime" appears at the bottom. By 1973, the composition of the dime had changed from its earlier form. Prior to 1965, U.S. dimes were composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, due to rising silver prices and a shortage of silver, the Coinage Act of 1965 changed the material to a clad composition, which features a core of copper sandwiched between 2 layers of copper-nickel alloy. Thus, the 1973 dime consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. Dimes minted in 1973 may bear different mint marks depending on the location of the U.S. mint where they were produced. Coins minted in Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while those minted in Denver have a small D mint mark located near the date. Coins minted in San Francisco, which are typically proofs, bear an S mint mark. As mentioned, the 1973 dime contains no silver, despite a common misconception among some casual collectors. This is due to the transition in 1965 from silver to a copper-nickel clad composition, marking a significant moment in the history of U.S. coinage. The clad coinage made the dime more durable and affordable to produce, although it decreased its intrinsic value compared to older silver dimes. Proof dimes from 1973 were minted at the San Francisco Mint and are distinguishable by their highly polished and mirror-like appearance. These coins were produced with extra care for collectors and were not intended for general circulation. Proof coins are struck multiple times to ensure sharp details and a brilliant finish. Proof sets from 1973 are sought after by collectors, and the coins can fetch higher prices depending on their condition. While the 1973 dime isn't considered particularly rare, it is part of a series that remains highly collectible, especially in uncirculated and proof conditions. Coins with significant errors, such as off-center strikes, die breaks, or doubled dies, are particularly interesting to collectors. Though error coins from 1973 are not exceedingly common, any minting anomalies can add substantial value. In 1973, the purchasing power of a dime was significantly greater than it is today. Adjusted for inflation, 1 dime in 1973 is equivalent to about 65 cents in 2023. This puts into perspective how much more the dime could buy during that time. Although the design of the Roosevelt dime has remained relatively unchanged since its introduction in 1946, it is an enduring symbol of a pivotal era in U.S. history. Franklin D. Roosevelt's leadership during a period of great national turmoil has left a lasting impact on the country, and the dime serves as a tribute to his legacy. The 1973 one-dime coin, while not especially rare or valuable in the numismatic world, represents a critical period in U.S. history. The transition away from silver, the rise of modern minting practices, and the continuation of Roosevelt's legacy all combine to make this a coin worth appreciating. Its small size belies its significance in both historical and numismatic terms. Whether you're a coin collector or simply interested in U.S. history, the 1973 dime offers a glimpse into a past era while remaining a part of everyday American life today. According to our reliable source, a Roosevelt dime from 1973 in circulated condition is worth between 15 cents and 35 cents. However, on the open market, 1973 D dimes in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $70.